माय मोगाचो येवकार सगळे आमचे CCR TV पळयणाऱ्यांक. We are talking about the most important topic relevant to each and every individual. We have launched this new series on health and it is entitled Tumchi Bolaiki, Tumchea Hatant. आयज आमचो तिसरो एपिसोड जातलो आनी आमचो एक्सपर्ट जावन आसा डॉक्टर वायझमॅन पिंटो. डॉक्टर वायझमॅन, माय मोगाचो येवकार तुका.
देव बरें करूं.
आमी आयज तिसरो एपिसोड पळय आमी लॉन्च करता. तो जावन आसा कंटिन्युएशन ऑफ द सेकंड एपिसोड. आनी सेकंड एपिसोडार आमी उलयल्या की हार्ट अटॅक्स, कार्डियक अरेस्ट, हार्ट फेलियर, स्ट्रोक्स हे वाडलेले आहा म्हूण. तशेंच आमी म्हटलां द कॉजीस हे कित्याक लागून जाता तें. आनी वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टंट कॉजीस ऑफ this problem, especially cardiovascular, including the brain, we call it as a stroke, is because of elevated blood pressure. It is one of the most prevalent and modifiable risk factor for the development of cardiovascular diseases, coronary artery disease, heart failure, stroke, atrial fibrillation, dementia, chronic kidney disease. Doctor, a blood pressure number पडे आहा, a number 140/80-90 कितें आहा, ते रिलीज जाल्ले in 2017. मागीर ते अपडेटेड केले 2025 आनी आतांच हालींच ऑगस्टांत the recent guidelines have been published in 2025. This is according to American Heart Association blood pressure guidelines.
सारकें Mr. Jovito, hypertension, raised blood pressure, तुझे प्रेसांव वाडलां, that is called hypertension, and that value varies according to the age, the sex of the person. So, on an average, for the last decades, it used to be called 120/80. There are two readings, systolic and diastolic. Oile and sokoile. 120 systolic and 80 is diastolic. Ahlole. At kite ha? There is two factors. One is the heart pumping cardiac output. And दूसरे peripheral resistance. So there are two values. दोन values आहे. So 120/80. आता अनेक तुक सांगता हूँ. Pressure has got many causes. High pressure. But before going for high pressure, there are some women, especially from rural areas, which have got low pressure by itself, and it's normal for them.
Right from the birth.
Right from birth. When I was an intern. Yeah. 1980 तेंगे प्रेशर येता है, प्रेशर कर रहे हैं कार्डियक क्लिनिक इन पेंजिम हॉस्पिटल. तेंगे प्रेशर 90/60 तेंगे नॉर्मल थे. पूण ऑन द होल पॉपुलेशन 120/80, that is for young age.
That is your new guideline.
New guideline, young age.
पूण आदि 140 म्हूण.
वय ना, as the age advances, that was 140, but now it is brought to 130.
Why?
130.
किता
See, there are various causes and reasons. 45% of American population has high pressure.
Why?
India, it is 22%. Goa, the figures will be like this for India only. 20 to 30% people have got high blood pressure. Now, these are depending on many factors like age, sex, then number of pregnancies, then the type of the diet, the type of the stress, infections, sleep, lack of exercise, and these are all the risk factors. Basically, the risk factors are the same for all lifestyle diseases. Like, lifestyles are if you smoke, if you drink, your type of food, your type of sleep, your exercise, and your diet. So this is the reason, because the food, all these factors are different in Western countries, Europe, America, as compared to India. And on the whole, the stress is more in the urban areas, and the pressure the hypertension is more common in urban people, and as you grow up, so the pressure was put 140. Now it is brought down 14th of August 2025.
Why?
The American Heart Association, as you rightly said, have brought it down,
Yeah.
that you should target to keep it 130 and 80 to 89. So that is the guideline. And Mr. Jovi, tu jaan aata pressure you had to monitor regularly by going to the doctor. पण आता स्मार्ट वॉचेस येत आहे, स्मार्ट डिवायसेस येत आहे, ते आंगा घायल्यार if you wear it, you get all monitors.
Right.
It monitors your pressure, your exercise, your sleep. They are called smart phones, smart watches, and smart.
Whatever a smart watch are beneficial.
Beneficial
From the health point of
From
view.
the health point of view. So
Right.
you know your baseline.
Why?
How much is your pressure? If you have slept okay. Now sometimes lack of sleep also is a cause. If you not sleep properly, or some people get sleep apnea.
Why? Why?
Sleep apnea can also cause hypertension.
Right.
Of course, alcohol, cigarette, that's all part of the whole thing. Now,
एकाच लागून ते जायतपाट म्हणटाय hypertension is a silent killer.
yes, hypertension is silent killer. तुके एक सांगत तुका, if you take many people, clinical signs and symptoms, one patient may not have anything, he is quite okay. You take his pressure, it's high. Or second fellow may have bleeding in the conjunctiva, headache, bleeding from the nose, vomiting, dizziness, disturbance of the vision.
Why?
All these are possible.
म्हणून केन्ना दोळ्यांचे
काडोक येता.
काडोक येता
काडोक, हय,
so
हय.
that has to be taken seriously.
Seriously, सारके.
लोक म्हणे हा ते एक
No,
दोन
no,
मिनिटं
no.
मातशें काडोक येयलो.
You are right.
आनी
It
मागीर
has to be
हांव-
taken.
मागीर हांव बोर जालो
Oy,
अशें म्हणटाय.
very sometimes chest pain,
Why?
sometimes directly stroke,
Why?
directly. So or sometimes directly kidney failure. All this is possible.
म्हणटकच हाका warning symptoms आहाय
Ahai,
which we neglect.
which we neglect. सारकें तुगेलें, which we neglect. So every symptom, आणि एक not a bad idea to check your pressure frequently. See, if you are all normal once a year, you can go to the doctor, or you can have your devices to measure.
तो दुसरो देखून दोतोरांक पळय हें घाताय पळय हिंगा
हय.
तो देखून एक घेतल्यार
काय जायना.
बरो न्हू.
हय, बरें.
Why?
Now there are aneroids which give you automatic also.
Ah.
Directly automatic.
So
तुगे
blood pressure is
a
to be
very good
checked.
idea.
It is-
आणि एक सांगत तुका,
Why?
Mr. Jovito, when you're diagnosed for the first time, you may be normal, and normal means no symptom, but you are having high pressure. Then you have to do some blood tests and some tests. Doctor will tell you 95% is called primary hypertension, essential hypertension, where the cause is genetic and you're inborn. About 5% to 10% there are other causes which can be treated. So they have to be diagnosed. Like they'll ask you to do chest x-ray, heart problem. They'll ask you to do ultrasound if there are some tumor in the adrenal. Operate, recovered from the pressure. Third, kidney disease, endocrine diseases.
So it has to be diagnosed.
It has to be
basically.
diagnosed,
Yes.
and you have to rule out, or if there is some blockade of the arteries, stenosis. All these are causes which can be diagnosed and treated by the doctor.
पण आतां गोंयांत हायपरटेन्शन म्हाका प्रेशर आहा
होय,
कोणूय म्हणटाय.
कोणूय म्हणटा कित्याक आमगे सगळें लायफस्टायल चेंज जालें न्ही. There's smoking, drinking, narcotics. Our diet has a lot of salt, so you have to reduce the salt for good life. Salt is sodium. Sodium you have to cut down. Third thing is that preservatives in the food. We eat stored food or food that is which is not properly it's called fast foods or tins. They have salt as
Excess of salt.
Excess of salt and less of potassium.
Yes.
Then, so besides this, fast foods, aerated drinks, sugary is bad. Aerated drinks, sugar. We have to go for natural type of diet, natural. So this is one reason, our diet which is not balanced, etc. Second is, smoking, drinking, that I won't say again. We are today, we discussed last time, very competitive, so there's a lot of stress. Stress causes steroid or cortisol, which causes these problems. It causes the pressure, high pressure. Besides this, if you don't sleep properly, if you don't exercise, if you don't rest, so all these are responsible, because today, see, world is moving very fast. There have been lot of advances, development in everything, every sphere of life, whether it is the roads, whether it is the houses, whether it is the medicine, whether it is engineering, whether it is computers, everything, the world is moving fast. New technologies, new revolutions. So we have to keep pace. So everybody, has risen the bar for their competition, for their economy. And also today, economy dictates everything. So this is the
Poishe. Ultimately.
Ultimately Poishe. That is what, so that is one thing. So hypertension is a silent killer. If you do not look after it, do not check it, then it can lead to many complications. As you rightly pointed out in your introduction, it can lead to complications. And the complication किते हैं? एक म्हणतो हार्ट आचे, MI, angina. दूसरे brain. Slowly to get memory deonta. You get dementia, cognitive function deonta, dementia. Third is on your kidneys. There's pressure on your kidneys, and the kidneys, the small arterioles, you can develop kidney failure. And if you have diabetes and hypertension, very bad. Double.
Yeah, but all over India today, diabetes, the type 2, is on the rise.
Is on the rise, yeah.
So if you have type 2 diabetes and if your pressure is high,
very bad.
It's very bad.
Bad for the heart, brain, and for the kidneys.
Yeah.
For everything.
So for that, you need to go to the doctor.
Of course, you have to go to the doctor, because sometimes the monitoring, you have to just in between go to the doctor to see your pressure, to see your pulse, maybe chest x-ray, maybe some blood test. This hypertension can also affect the brain, can cause dilated arteries called as aneurysm, can cause aneurysms which can rupture and patient can die. We are going to talk about brain in the next,
in the next
episode.
Session, yes.
So we'll reserve it for that.
Yeah.
So it can affect even the brain, the arteries, and even it can affect also the kidneys and all organs in even peripheral vascular diseases, small arteries.
But basically, I think it's a heart.
Is the heart
and the brain.
Brain and the kidneys. And the kidneys.
Yes.
Small vessels also it can affect.
Yeah.
And so if you smoke, drink, so this is all and the percentage is very high. India it is 22, Goa 20 to 30%. US it is higher, 45% have hypertension. So this is the things of your high blood pressure. And the mostly is essential, but secondary endocrine causes, kidney causes.
Yeah.
So kidney
and now they have classified as elevated, then stage 1, stage 2,
correct,
and severe hypertension. These groups were not there earlier.
Were not there. They are mild, moderate, and severe.
Yes.
That means when the pressure is very high, 200 by 180,
you can die.
You can die. You can get a stroke. Your artery can rupture. Dissecting aneurysm, munaha. You followed? Dissecting aneurysm means when pressure is high, it ruptures the aorta and the blood goes in the wall of the aorta. Patient can die. So these are emergencies. So pressure should not be taken should be taken seriously, because it is a silent killer.
Yes, it is.
And it is also said that our salt, our diet, salt has got more sodium.
Normally, most Goans, their food is tasty because of salt.
Because of salt.
Excess of
salt. So it is our duty to reduce the salt in our food. The people who cook, our mothers, housewives, etc., grandmothers, they may meat or salt should put less salt in the food, not zero, less salt. That is very important, whether in the rice, whether in your vegetables, whatever you cook.
Like for example, you have got pickles. Pickles have got excess.
Exactly. So I am coming to that. A person who has high pressure should not have pickles, should not have your para,
Para, okay.
pickles, papad.
Okay.
You know, it is a.
But these are the items which
Yeah,
everybody loves.
Loves. But if you have pressure, then you should have it only infrequently, once a week or not on a regular basis.
Goinkra, tuka para made,
Pickles.
This is a must.
Is a delicacy. Health is different from your taste. Your taste is different from your health. So if you want to good health, you have to sacrifice by putting less salt and less of your pickle, papad,
Hare dekho no, Goinkar hare how pak.
Hare is one more. This has got salt.
Yeah.
They all preservative. Salt hobar sangot. Now I'll still tell you one more thing about this salt, etc. You know, I come from Asolna, as you know. That whole area. Asolna was a big port, and that side is the Valley was also that side. All that land, there was salt pans.
Pans.
But pre-Portuguese days, salt was, you know, very, very costly in Europe.
Is it?
Yeah, and they wanted salt. Why? To preserve their food.
Okay.
Their food from their fish, their meat. You know, salt is a
preservative.
Salt was given as currency, money. And you may not know the history. And many people from that area are very rich because they had a lot of boats which were taking salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a revelation.
This is a history. Because I go that side, and I'm going to come to good parts of Goa also, because it is not only health. To get good health in Goa, you have to know which are the good areas of Goa, but should not be spoiled by the people. You followed?
Yeah.
So I'll tell you. So these areas, they used to take the salt. That's why they were very rich. Those you know, they're landlords today, but they were all salt pans, many of them, and they used to export the salt to Europe with high value.
No.
This is centuries ago. Portuguese days and pre-Portuguese.
Okay.
We were talking yesterday, Baga and good areas. Now there are still also other areas. Kabdaram, I told you. Betul, and there is Mobor, and such areas where the Sal meets the Arabian Sea is very pristine, beautiful. I pray to God that it is not damaged by people, it is green, pristine, you know, and the people of Kavalosi are very, you know, fighting for their, you know, greenery, etc. I appreciate them, the NGOs there, so which is very good for Goa, because development should be there, but at the same time, Goa's greenery should not be destroyed.
So this is a gift from God.
It's a gift from God, absolutely. Yeah. Also, Galgibag and all, Kankon, also very beautiful areas are there. So I told you here, Kabdaram and Betul, where the river meets the Arabian Sea. It's very, very beautiful, and you hardly find anybody there. So I enjoy going for a walk there. Mobor beach, which is Kavalosi. So these are other very beautiful areas of Goa.
So you mean to say salt was being exported?
Yeah, because they wanted in Europe to store their fish, to store their meats. Yeah, because that was the staple food, and it was cold there, and they were not getting the salt because the procedure is evaporation of the salty water. And now there are still salt lakes in I think near Mersej, Santa Cruz. Azona. I think one girl from Goa University did a research on the salt pans of Goa, and I think another lady, I can't get her name, she knows my wife's family, from Benauli, also did a PhD on salt.
So salt is needed.
But it has to be reduced. It has to be reduced because it causes disease, hypertension. Anek samada, arsora. That is tender coconut. That water is very good because it contains potassium. Potassium is good for your body. Sodium is not good. Means it should not be excess.
So now I realize why the cost of arsona now is 70 rupees.
I know.
The uddo of you paku.
Tu anek samat tu gaun. Amge coconut trees. Sogle Goan there. I don't know. You must be knowing, Jovito, because you are well read. were brought by the Portuguese from Brazil.
Yes.
To cover
Coconut,
mango, lot of by the Portuguese from Brazil, and not only here, Sri Lanka, Kerala. So these coconut trees, Artsora, Nal, Konkani, Atan tuka dues saleng, ani sarken low, yield low, ani it is a problem.
Yes.
But Artsora are good if you drink the water for hypertension, and
especially for potassium.
For potassium,
yes.
To get potassium.
Called
fruits are good to get potassium. Fruits.
And potassium is needed.
So this is some of the things of hypertension. Then you have to go to the doctor. Doctor will give you the proper treatment. Physicians, if it is if it is a pressure of mild, moderate and severe. And American guidelines have given 130 to 80, 80 to 89 and 129 to 130.
But that is with the doctor.
That's with the doctors. So and yourself should take the responsibility of going. So should not take lightly. So
and in America, basically people are very obese.
Exactly,
and
very obese, unhealthy.
Food habits.
Alcohol, smoking, drugs.
Actually, in those days, we even used to say that you can have 30 ml or 60 ml of alcohol is good. But now they say alcohol is not good at all.
Now I am going to come to little scientific basis. Alcohol is not good at all. Pun red wine, vinho. Red wine, not the white, red wine increases sirtuins. Red wines, small amount for female 1 peg thrice a week, and for a man 2 pegs of this red wine is good. It has increased sirtuins, gives you longevity, good health. So I will discuss wines little later.
Is it because of this polyphenols and
yes, absolutely right.
Antioxidants.
And they all increase sirtuins, which is a protein which helps longevity.
So red wines
is good,
provided it is made from grapes.
Not what is fermented. Or made by yeast. No, from the grapes. From the grapes, the red wines. The technology we have in India is Italy and France. There are vineyards in Pune, near Pune, on the way to Loni, and Sula vineyards in Nasik, which are very beautiful. I've seen them. So it is the red wine. Of course, you should be able to control your drinking. It should be only that much. And if you have more, it is
anything in excess is bad.
And all other alcohols, no. So these, as you rightly said, people are making wines from other things today. So I am not going into that. This is from the grapes. The grapes which make red wine and which make. In fact, in Europe, there are wine tasting sessions. There are wine, giving you an idea about the wines, grapes, etc. So now, I think we'll have understood about the alcohol and all that. Now, one more thing, Jovito, all these diseases, lifestyle diseases, whether it is cancer, whether it is diabetes, hypertension, heart attack, whether it is obesity, stress, all the best diet, they say, is Mediterranean diet. We had discussed it, the blue zones.
The blue zones.
And it is a combination of the factors for the blue zone. Blue zones are there in Japan, Loma Linda in America, South America, Costa Rica, Greece, Italy. And these people are happy people who live in these small areas, which they have their own cultivation, which is, no pesticides, insecticides. They do a lot of walking. They do happiness. They live a happy life. And, they are different generations. There are grandmothers, grandfathers, mothers, fathers, children, all very happy. Nowadays, people are not happy. Old people are left either in the house or put in home for the aged, etc. It is not. You have to have a general, they should also be treated well. Then their diet is.
Basically it's your diet.
It's your diet. And fruits, vegetables, seeds, legumes
Yeah.
and all this.
And-
Olive oil.
Yes.
Besides
The
wines, olive oil is
oil.
also very good.
Now-
And last thing, Jovito, they eat their last meal early and
Yes.
drink lot of water.
Yeah. So for that they say that there has to be a timetable for your meals.
Exactly.
And you should stick to the timetable
Yeah.
every day.
Exactly.
Not like us now. We have any time lunch, any time breakfast.
Which you have rightly said, timetable. Your breakfast should be very good. Lot of fruits, vegetables. Egg is always good.
Yes.
I told every
Yeah.
time. Protein it gives you. It
It's a
gives
complete
you
food. they
complete
say.
food,
Yeah.
vitamins. So egg and fruits, vegetables, cereals, porridge, seeds, and then lentils, dal, and fish, small fish, talle, bangde are good, not the big ones.
That's because you are omega
Omega 3 fatty acid.
Omega 3. Yeah.
So सारखें सांगितलं.
Right.
So because of that and olive oil. So these are the things. And chicken once in a way. They say you should avoid our Goan beef, pork, आणि तुगे mutton. These are red meats.
Goan especially
Goan
Catholics.
special.
They go for pork.
For pork.
Yes.
Fast sahan जाल्यार
Oy.
we should not deprive them
Yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
Not deprive them. Fast is once in a way.
Yeah. Once in a blue moon.
Once in a boom, once in few months. So
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
you cannot, Sanna and
But basically, you can control your blood pressure
Exactly.
through the diet.
through the diet.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfectly through the diet.
Yes.
And go for a walk, meditation, stress. And so absolutely you can control your pressure.
So
through
you need to have discipline.
You need to have discipline, moderation, everything in moderation. And that 80%, I told you last time, do not be full 80%, moderation, everything discipline, and walk and maintain your.
And is it right when they say that between two meals, your break should be a minimum of 3 hours
Absolutely.
to help the digestion?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
To help the digestion.
Yes.
Definitely. They say it is better to have a good breakfast and then smaller meals which are spaced out in 3 hours.
Yeah. And also they say that dinner, the Japanese
Yeah.
and those who are now in the blue
zone, yeah.
they say their dinner is latest by 8 o'clock.
Exactly.
And I was told in Goa, when Japanese and all the others come here, they say that 7 o'clock
Yeah.
is our dinner.
Correct.
And Goans, they say no, 10, 11, bar dekho hi jaita hai. So all this leads to complications.
Sarge, it has to be 7 to, it's called intermittent fasting, whatever you're telling. It is
Yes.
good for longevity, it is
Yeah.
good. And it should finish at 7, your dinner, 7 to between 7 and 8.
Yeah.
I think Goans have to change, have to follow things which are good. See, whoever comes from outside, you have to take the good qualities from them, the good things from them. If they eat early, they are disciplined, you should also follow it. This is what I feel. Of course, sometimes we have functions where
But those are rare. So you can't
Those are
have,
rare.
you can't have a function every day.
I do every day, and then it never starts on time,
Yeah.
goes on late. It's not always which is, but Jovito nowadays, Mr. Jovito nowadays, everybody is having functions. First birthday, 18th birthday, 20th birthday. No, I'm not being fun. Silver
No, it
jubilee,
is a
golden
fact.
jubilee.
What you are saying. And today everybody can afford.
Everybody can afford.
And nowadays
boy,
is I can do better
exactly.
than
Doing kyala, I will do better than what the other fellow did.
more tasty, more salt also sometimes.
More tasty, more salt. The tastier the food, the more unhealthy it is.
Yes.
So that is the dictum and the bottom line.
Yes.
So this is about pressure, and it is very important. The bottom line for everybody is to get their pressure checked or use those your smart appliances.
Yeah. Smart appliances are helpful.
Are definitely helpful.
I know a case when somebody said I have got irregular heartbeats.
Heartbeats. Yeah.
And then he says this could lead to cardiac arrest.
Correct. I know.
And he says I'm thankful that I paid so much for this
for the watch.
It gave me a warning.
It gave you a warning and it saved you.
Yes.
You would have got a stroke.
Yes.
Or a heart attack.
Yes.
Understood? Heart attack or a stroke.
Yeah.
So I think this is the important message
Yeah.
to the people,
Yeah.
that pressure.
And when we talk of salt,
Yeah.
now we talk about lack of iodine
Correct.
and thyroid.
Right,
and all those things.
Samadhan.
Why?
This is very important.
Right.
Now iodine, our salt is iodized. iodine is put inside. Now that is good. But now, Jovita, I am just diverting.
Yeah.
I am seeing a lot of young girls, young women in the last 3 years who are having carcinoma of thyroid. Young women, 20s, 30s, on which I diagnosed.
Yes.
And I asked the opinion of top people. One, Dr. Anita Borges. Second, he came from Memorial Sloan Kettering. That's the best cancer hospital in the world. I'm getting him into Goa now.
Okay.
He's for my conference. He's coming. He's Dr. Ronald Goan. He's the director, head neck, Memorial Sloan Kettering. In case you don't know, Memorial Sloan Kettering is the best cancer hospital in the world.
Yeah.
Any chief minister of India, any prime minister are taken there. Any ministers, those who go there before. So that's the best cancer hospital in the world.
Yeah.
So I asked both of them in a seminar, do you see this? So both of them said, yes, we are seeing cancer in younger ages nowadays. And Anita Borges gave me the answer, which I have also read from other Indian studies, that if there's our girls who are already having iodine, if they have more iodine salt, iodized salt, it acts as a carcinogen.
Okay.
And causes the cancer.
So excess
of
creates,
iodine. Yes. Excess of iodine can also, because iodine is not a straight element.
Yeah.
It can have radioactivity. It can have, but it is a combination. Cancer is a combination of many factors. Similarly, this hypertension is a culmination and combination of many risk factors, which we have described.
Yes.
But it is very important to see it and control it. That is the secret of good life.
Yeah, but in the olden days of ours, we never heard about the problem of lack of iodized salt.
Mr. Jovito, I am seeing patients from 1977 as a student.
Why?
But that you cannot remove, because we have done our medical studies with great degree of interest. We followed. And curiosity. Cancers were seen in older people. Then I joined as a faculty in 84 in pathology department, which I retired in last year.
Head of the department.
As head of the department after 41 years.
Pathology.
Yes. Pathology, and I was the dean of the also many times sitting on the chair.
Yes.
So the situation is, cancers were seen in older. Suddenly in the last maybe 10 years to 15, 20 years, younger people getting cancers, breast cancer, ovarian cancer, thyroid cancer I have seen of the last. And so then I do studies, others also are saying like this.
We never heard earlier about iodized
salt. Exactly.
I mean, ink pade meta amka, mere se te meat hatale, and te meat hatale, and thyroid problem I come na.
Tuk sangota Mr. Jovito, amge thyroid mullole. You might have seen 1 or 2 women selling fruits, vegetables. Big godo, big goiter. They were living their life. Suddenly what happened? There was deficiency of iodine along the Himalayas, along the coast. So that's why they said iodized salt is required for them. Government policy. This is about 20 years back. So doing. Suddenly you realize that too much is being put.
Okay.
Which is also bad, which is one of the causes of this cancer, which is pointed out. There are studies done in India.
Yes.
So that is called iodized salt and iodine. So
and then they talk about pink and greyish or whatever it is, and they say Himalayan rock salt only has to be consumed.
Correct. The type of salt also, Himalayan.
But if you eat fish, some of the vegetables, they have got natural iodine.
They've got natural, exactly, natural iodine, natural salt. Absolutely.
But this problem of thyroid is quite common.
Now see what happened now, Jovito. Thyroid is from 84. I used to see thyroid cases under slide. All okay.
Why?
Suddenly the incidence started increasing.
Why?
Multinodular goiter, and also the incidence started increasing, and so studies are done, research is done. So the salt and then also we started noticing one more thing, Mr. Jovito, that better and better facilities are coming. There was no testing of the iodine, the T3, thyroid function test.
T2 and T3.
T3, T40SH.
Why?
And all the thyroid function test.
Why?
That's also
Why?
should.
It's a common.
Common, everybody.
Why?
Zalna.
Thyroid
function
Why?
in the old days was never,
Why?
not there only.
I konkuna.
Sarke. Even as a pathologist,
Why?
I'm MD kotazona
Why?
afterwards it. So T3, T40SH. Thyroid test ultrasound ultrasound
Why?
any color Doppler
Why?
appliances detecting small nodules, which creates a problem for everybody. And number 4, better imaging modalities have come.
Why?
Medicine advancing, technology. Story is not over. Biopsies
Why?
are being done, and then the highest incidence of thyroid, especially familial medullary carcinoma, is in Korea, South Korea.
Why?
And there are clinics which do thyroid blood, T3, T40SH, ultrasound, and endocrinologist and pathologist in the same unit.
Why?
So that is another thing. Now one more thing, Mr. Jovito, in the old days, blood test we used to do, but routine. Aata, for any package, whether it is in when you're working for a company, or you're going for something, or you're going in the ship, all tests are us, including your thyroid. So it has become so common that everybody does not only the ultrasound, scan and blood test. So it has become more common. So you should be judicious in studying which should be treated and which should not be treated. So that is important. Nowadays, as I attend many international meetings, Italy, America, there are guidelines, and now there are AI. AI stands for artificial intelligence, which is incorporated in the whole system and can tell you what is the risk of malignancy, what is the management to be done, whether you should follow up, whether you should operate, because it's a big thing. Thyroid is not a simple, it is in the neck, whether should operate the nodule, should not operate, hot, cold, and there are guidelines, and there is AI and genetic testing which detects and denotes what to do. Plus there are other blood tests like calcitonin. And so these are the related to the thyroid we discussed, because it is like a salt.
Yes.
Yeah, iodine.
Yes, it is. And iodine is needed, but in a very, very small.
Yeah. So and excess, as you know.
Excess is creating also a problem.
So this is hypertension.
Yeah.
And hypertension has effects on all the organs.
Yes.
And so, most of the people who have got hypertension can feel they're not feeling well when the pressure rises. There's some sort of a headache, and so this is the.
So, do you advise that those who are suffering from blood pressure should go through personalized treatment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Those who are suffering today, the world is moving in a direction of personalized medicine treatment.
Yes.
Predictive medicine, preventive medicine, genomic medicine. So as you rightly said, for everything now there is personalized treatment. So for this pressure, for this age, for this sex, and how many children, pregnancy, there is personalized value, personalized treatment, which is directed by the artificial intelligence and genetics.
I remember a neighbor of mine, she was pregnant. And she died because she developed high blood pressure during pregnancy.
Absolutely. That is called eclampsia. PET, pre-eclamptic toxemia, eclampsia. It is a very deadly.
But she never had.
No, it can manifest first time during pregnancy. It is called pre-eclampsia, PET or eclampsia. It is very dangerous for the mother and for the baby also. Many women.
So during pregnancy, it's very important.
It is very important to monitor. Very, very important.
Yes.
Blood pressure during pregnancy. Absolutely correct.
Yeah. So it is because of now the new guidelines are there. Is it because of this that the American Heart Association has brought in these changes?
These are studies now, Mr.
No, because what people say, Dr. Wiseman, they say
pharmacists.
new terms atai, new guidelines atai. Ye ogda sakot ik pa mon.
I'm smiling because you have to see both sides of the coin.
Why?
One side it is correct, one side it is not correct.
Why?
Ek samajhto kam. Hypertension, the criteria is more or less the same. They have changed, and lot of international studies are Cochrane study. It is a Cochrane study, which is a digitalized study based on millions of people all over the world. But people telling you is not completely. See, today everything is commercially driven, pharmacology driven, pharmacy driven. Because see, I'll give you an example. You take cancers. Hypertension is so common, so surely they will do the millions of studies. I'll give you the example of cancers, Mr. Jovito. Cancers, those cancers which are in rich people, lot of studies. Those which are in poor people, not much studies. Now they are being done. You understand?
Yes.
Because it's all driven by, I am nobody to say that.
Yeah.
But science has its advantages. The personalized medicine, molecules have its advantages.
Yeah.
And this genetic testing, etc., have its advantages.
Yeah.
It is not that it is simply only money. There are two sides of the coin. You know, they say when you are a young patient, young fellow, he has some disease, cancer, it's better to do genetic. And if it is not available here, there are big centers.
Yeah, and now people go to America.
America, you don't have to go, you can send your samples there.
Yes.
By America, China, they are being done.
Okay.
American big hospitals have, you know, like outreach laboratories which are done in China. So there's one friend of mine from Tata Hospital, Tata Memorial. I asked him, where you send your samples for genetic testing? He said, sir, in India it is very costly. I send to China. China is cheaper.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Because there are outreach, Mayo Clinic, Memorial, they have got outreach labs in China. China, you know, is a huge country with a huge population, and the labor is cheap, etc., etc.
But most of these tests now
are done in India.
Can we do this test in GMC?
In GMC, genetic we don't do.
Okay.
All blood tests, all blood tests, imaging tests, radiology, all are done in GMC. Thyroid, everything is done. Only we don't do genetic testing, but those tissues and samples can be sent by laboratories in Goa to either Bombay, Trivandrum, Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore, and you can get the results. So
and normally people in Goa, they go to the urban or rural health centers to check their pressure. And normally they say that we have been told about a word called DASH, DASH. That's your dietary approaches to stop hypertension.
Correct.
Is it correct?
It's absolutely correct. Now see, to check your pressure, you don't have to come to Goa Medical College. You can check in your house.
Yes.
You can check to a neighboring down the road general practitioner doctor.
Yes.
You can go to a primary health center, district hospitals. You can go anywhere. Even today, I had read that there are some pharmacies which employ doctors to check general practitioners. Like some of my classmates, who's your doctor? He said, sir, I go to the GMC, but you know, day to day, there's a general practitioner who comes in a particular pharmacy. He checks me, and he's a nice man. He won't cheat me. He won't cheat me. He's a humble doctor. He's my student, of course. He told me his name.
And very often people complain that I have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, and they gave me immediately a tablet to reduce it.
Mr. Jovito, when you have diagnosed first time, you should never say one reading. You have to make the fellow sit down, relax, lie down or sit down and do it again. Check it again. So then, if it is really high, and you can even check with two different machines.
Okay.
Today machines can also
They can create a
can
problem.
create.
Yeah.
So different machines, different centers.
Yes.
So this I'm giving you all practical guidelines.
Yes, yes.
So that you are not duped or cheated. I'm not saying that somebody will dupe you or cheat you, but you know today everything is possible, and I have seen lakhs of patients from 84, 77 you see till today.
Yeah.
And one has to be a little cautious in today's
Yeah. So
world.
you have to be cautious.
You have to be cautious. I'm
and,
not pointing finger at anybody, but
I
you have to
know.
be cautious.
But high blood pressure is most prevalent,
Yeah,
and it is a modifiable risk factor
correct.
that has to be given due attention.
Due attention.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, as we are running short of our time, it's important to keep the message to reduce salt,
Salt.
increase potassium, moderate physical exercise, manage stress, and eliminate alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
Sleep. Good sleep.
Yes.
And
yes.
yeah.
And all elevated blood pressure has to be treated somehow or the other.
Absolutely. Correct.
Thank you, Dr. Wiseman, for sharing this
Mr.
important.
Jovito, muito obrigado. I speak first. Muito obrigado. Deus bem koru.
Yes.
And thank you.
Thank you to you. You have cleared a lot of misconceptions also, and I like that point of iodine and salt, which is
This I tried to ask in many places,
Yes.
but I got the answer from an Indian study and from Anita Bodis.
Yes.
It's true.
So I think we have talked enough, and we wish everybody good health, so that people know now how to take a control of blood
And
pressure.
take good care of Goa.
Yes. Dev Baran Karu, Dr. Wiseman Pinto.
Thank you.